What's going on, guys? This is James from NewBeeDrone, and today we're going to be taking an early look at the brand new FX FPV goggles. Now, this is their successor to their previous model. The main differences to this one is this is going to have built-in diversity, auto channel scanning, and a much nicer screen in my opinion. Let's go ahead and start unboxing this guy. Go ahead and pull this out. So first off, we've got the goggles with the diversity dual antenna setup. On the back for the padding material, we've got a very premium leather. This has some kind of nice neoprene foam inside. This is a really nice material. This isn't like kind of cheap stuff, so I'm actually pretty surprised how nice this material is for the price you're paying for these models. The outside of this is mainly a very nice soft kind of rubber plastic feel. I'm actually also really surprised at how light this goggle is for being a all-in-one unit that has, you know, diversity and a full face front goggle that hangs off the front of you. This thing is extremely lightweight. We've also got in the box the power cord cable. This is going to plug into the goggle, and then this is going to plug into any regular XT60 style LiPo you want to use on it. We've also got our RCA video cable, and then we've got, of course, our dual antennas for the diversity setup. I'm going to go ahead and screw these on right now. This is pretty easy to put on. Screw on. And there you go. Then you can kind of turn them to whatever angle you like to have them at, depending. They work great straight, doesn't matter. Another great feature that this has improved upon from the past model is the latching system. For those of you that haven't used the previous model on it, it had a little plastic hook that clipped into here to retain it from popping out. That kind of had its issues now and again, sometimes not sticking in or sometimes falling out. It wouldn't stay on hard enough and then pop out by itself. This time they've gone with a magnetic approach, which looks a lot cleaner. It's a nice little slim flat line connection right here. Looks like it blends right into the goggle, and it's a very actually powerful magnet. So if I go ahead and just give that a nice little firm tug, you can see we've got the magnet right here and here, and then we've got a nice foaming pad that kind of pads the screen back in there, and it's very easy to get it. All you got to do is bring it up and just, that's it. Very easy, very secure. Give it a firm tug and it pulls out. Now we can then go ahead and take the screen out. What we've got here is a very nice handheld screen that you don't need to use the goggles with. You can just use it freehanded like this. Very cool if you've got friends going on and you're using another set of goggles. You can just kind of pass this around to people who want to check out what you're flying or experience it without having to throw on goggles over their face and mess up their hair, whatever the main thing may be. And here you're going to notice we have one speaker right here. This is going to be the control knob for going through the different menu options, turning it on, and etc. Right here we've got AV output, and then down here we've got AV input. Here we're going to have a memory card slot for micro SD for recording all your DVR footage. This does also have DVR built into it, very nice feature. And then this is our HDMI input if you're using it for a ground station or whatever else. Right now we're going to go ahead and turn this on and take you through how to use this guy. I'm going to be using one of our Nitro Nectar 1500 LiPos. You can use any LiPo, this is just what I'm using for this. First we're going to go ahead and take this little plug, and this will plug into the bottom of the screen. Just pops in like that. Then go ahead and slide in our XT60 style LiPo. Set that aside, and then we're going to go ahead and push the button on the back of the screen just for a few seconds. There we go, we have it turning on. And it's going to automatically go to the last channel it was set on. If we want to go ahead and browse through channels, we're going to push the control knob to the left, and that's going to start letting us go through different channels. Push it to the right. We can go ahead and go back. That's going to actually let us go through different groups. And going through to the left will let us go through channels. If we go ahead and hit the joystick up, that will let us go through various modes of the screen. This will be DVR, hit it up again, go into HDMI in again, back to channels. Alright, I've gone ahead and unplugged the battery so we can put the SD card in. I'm going to grab my SD card right here. I'll go ahead and just slip it in, like so. Go ahead and grab our battery, plug back in. I've also got one of our Acro-Bee drones right here. I'm going to throw them right there in front of the battery for a nice little view. Go ahead and turn this back on. Alright, so we've got it set to the last channel we were on. I can keep browsing channels over, but the nice thing about this one is it's got the auto channel scanning feature. So to do that, we're going to go ahead and hold the joystick down, and it'll go into auto search mode. And there we go. You can see we're seeing exactly what the little Acro-Bee is using right there. I can move it around. Very good signal quality. And the last thing we're going to touch base on this guy is how to record. So we've got it locked on the channel we want, and then this top button right here, we're going to hit that once, and then it will start recording for the DVR and recording right to the SD card. So other than that, I think it's time to go fly and give this DVR footage a little test.